Alright, so I left off on numbers. I wanted to go into numbers 11, and I also wanted to go into Jeremiah, but I will be doing further research and things like that on other translations and uh, because I seen stuff like in the Dead Sea Scrolls, and a lot of this stuff is just it's not what the scriptures are saying. Basically, it's just going, like I said, going back to Romans 14, and that's the biggest thing because again, back then you had Jake saying, "Yeah, you can eat meat," and then you had them saying you can't eat meat. Likewise, but according to we always can go back to the law and what was said. So even with numbers 11, because people are thinking that in Numbers 11 that Israel was put to death for eating meat, just for eating meat. Okay, as if, and this is after Egypt. So when and Leviticus getting the law on what foods we can eat. So again, if you can't prove and show a scripture where you're going to be put to death, again, then I mean your whole argument is trash. Okay, so I'm gonna touch into Numbers 11, and also I'm gonna get into the Lamsa Bible, which is the let me show you guys again, which is the Peshitta. The show you guys again. This is the book, the Lamsa translation, which when you look at like the reviews in regards to this book, a lot of people said, they were critical on this translation. Okay, so and I'm also gonna be touching into the Pentateuch as well, which is was before the Lamsa Bible. So I'm gonna show you some things in Numbers, and then I'm gonna address Jeremiah. All right. So first, I just started the King James version, and again, and before I start off, let's go into the Pentateuch. So this is the Jonathan Targum on Leviticus. All right, which let me just want y'all to see the sources and everything like that. Um, yeah, so it's the Pentateuch that was translated. All right, so I believe it's this one right here. Um, yeah, so it's this one. But yeah, you can look through all of them because there's like a couple volumes, but that's where I'm coming out of. All right, so just going to Leviticus 11. So we already dealt with it in King James version. All right, so let's deal with another version. Matter of fact, first let's go to the Lamsa Leviticus, because like I said, if you're gonna be like the Lamsa Bible is saying that yeah, that it was corrupted text and all of this kind of stuff, and the Lamsa is the true book and not the King James version, then these verses right here, which is the same in King James, should be gone. Okay, so again, it still says verse 2, Leviticus 11 and 2, speak to the children of Israel and saying to them, these are the beasts which you shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth. Okay, whatsoever parts whatever parts the hoof and is cloven footed and chews the cud among the beasts that you may eat. Okay. All right. So and just drop down. So verse 46. This is the law of beasts and of fowl and of every living creature that moves in the water and of every creature that creeps upon the earth, to make a distinction between the unclean and the clean, and between the beasts that may be eaten and the beasts that may not be eaten. So all of this should be gone if you're using this Bible, particular Bible, to say that we can't eat meat. Okay, so all of this should be gone. All right, but it's not. All right, so that's why I'm gonna deal with Numbers 11 first, because that's light work. Now, as far as Jeremiah 7, but I'll deal with Jeremiah 7 after this. All right, but this, like I said, this is the Pentateuch. So I just read out of the Peshitta, or the Lamsa translation Bible. Okay, so here it is. Speak with the children of Israel, saying, these are the animals which are fit to you for food of every beast which is upon the earth. Okay, so likewise, same thing in this Bible, or this translation, or Torah, predates the Peshitta. Okay, as far as this the Lamsa. Okay, which both are still what we would call Eastern texts, ancient Eastern texts. Okay, so so it's pretty much the same thing. So let's go to Numbers, and I'll go into this translation as well. All right, so and I'm gonna just jump around in here to show that this was all because, first of all, this was all because of Israel complaining. It had nothing to do with the certain diet you were supposed to be on, because I'm gonna show you in one of the translations how kind of gives you the answer of why they got put to death when they were eating. Okay, so start at the top. This is Numbers 11:1. And when the people complained, it displeased the Most High. So off top, this is the topic right here. When the people complained, it displeased the Most High. And the Most High heard it, and his anger was kindled, and the fire of the Most High burnt among them, and consumed them that were in the uttermost parts of the camp. So off top, Israel complaining, the Most High killed them for complaining. So we're gonna continue to read, but that's the topic. It's had nothing, because again, is it a contradiction? Is it a contradiction? Because we already established that the Most High gave the laws. We dealt with Genesis, the 9th chapter. Okay, we dealt with Abraham eating meat. We dealt with Isaac wanting meat, and Jacob going to get it. Okay, so I mean, we dealt with the Passover. I mean, it's all going in order. I mean, then we dealt, like I said, we dealt with the Leviticus law. Okay, so, and now we're here, and being killed for complaining, not because we were eating meat. All right, so verse 2. And the people cried unto Moses, and when Moses prayed unto the Most High, the fire was quenched. Okay, verse 4. And like I said, I'm going to just be dropping down. You could read it on your own. All right, but it says, and the mixed multitude that was among them fell a lusting, and the children of Israel also wept again, and said, who shall give us flesh to eat? Okay, so this is where people get simple, and and then they change it to who will give us flesh to eat, as if the lusting of the mixed multitude, this is what it's pertaining to. And also I want to cut as well this whole mixed multitude, because people think and coons like Vocab Malone, and other Gentiles out there, heathens that want to act like which we had the law of the strangers, which and Salakia for going off topic, but I just wanted to deal with this while I'm here. That the mixed multitude, were heathens, but look what they did, fell a lusting, having us go off per se. Okay, but again, the mixed multitude, or any strangers that cleaved unto us. Okay, Leviticus 25th chapter, were servants. Okay, all right, but let's continue to read. Verse 5, we remember the fish. Okay, so we remember the fish which we did eat in Egypt freely, the cucumbers and the melons and the leeks and the onions and the garlics. Garlic. Okay, so here it is. Here's a piece of meat we ate in Egypt freely. The cucumbers, the melt. So again, they were eating fruits, vegetables with their meat. Okay, so onions, garlic. Okay, so again, that's what Israel was complaining all day long when they left Egypt. That's the point. It's not about what diet they. So again, like I'm saying, we remember the fish. Okay, and let's go into that. The fish should be gone then. So for those using this Bible and saying that the text is corrupted, the fish part should be gone when you read in the Lamsa Bible. Okay, so but no, it's here, verse 5. We remember the fish that we used to eat in Egypt freely, the cucumbers, the melons. Okay, so I mean that's just showing you that both was being eaten, and that's the point of this lesson, to show you that both can be eaten. And matter of fact, let me get let me see what so it says, for excess of meats bringeth sickness and suffering. Let me will turn into choler. So, which is true. Okay, so, and I'm gonna just get that.
Surfeit.
So surfeiting. All right, so basically, overindulging in meat and things like that, which is, yeah, you can get sick, but that doesn't mean you can't eat meat. But see, like, I'm just being fair. I'm trying to show, the different aspects. I'm trying to show just like with the drinking thing. If you over excess, you're supposed to drink moderately, as the scripture says. But does that mean we're not allowed to drink? So likewise with the meat thing, yeah, you shouldn't be eating meat all the time. Gluttonous, eating all meat all day. You know what I'm saying, like that. But that doesn't mean we can't eat meat. Okay, but going back here, just to show that they ate both. They were already eating both, and prior to the Leviticus law. All right. And it says, verse 6, but now our soul is dried away. There is nothing at all besides this manna before our eyes. Okay, and the manna was as colader seed, and the color thereof, the color of bredilum. Okay, and the people went about and gathered it and ground it in mills, or beat it in a mortar and baked it in pans and made cakes of it, and the taste of it was as the taste of fresh oil. Okay, so I'm gonna keep dropping down because I just want to show. I just want to get to the point, but I just want to read a few things just to so you guys can understand what's going on. All right, so basically Moses is talking to the Most High about them complaining. All right, so verse 12. Have I conceived all this people? Have I begotten them? That thou shouldest say unto me, carry them in thy bosom, as a nursing father beareth the sucking child unto the land which thou swearest unto their fathers. Whence should I have flesh to give unto this people? For they weep unto me, saying, give us flesh that we may eat. I am not able to bear all this people alone, because it is too heavy for me. Okay, so Moses is saying basically, yeah, again, they complaining at me, So what am I gonna do? With to give them flesh, or give them something to eat, basically. All right, so and then when you read the Most High, He sets up elders to go and prophesy. All right, so verse 18, and say unto the people, sanctify yourselves against tomorrow, and ye shall eat flesh. For ye have wept in the ears of the Most High, saying, who shall give us flesh to eat? For it was well with us in Egypt. Therefore the Most High will give you flesh, and ye shall eat. Ye shall not eat 1 day, nor 2 days, nor 5 days, neither 10 days, nor 20 days, but even a whole month, until it come out at your nostrils, and it be loathsome unto you.